The place you sent me to was just another privy. I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled mind, I've messed up again.
Where the hell are these demons? Tell me.
Look around the staircase leading to the scribe's chamber, near the maid's quarters. It's between the palace below the crone and the tower. That reeking, hellish door must be hidden there.
I swear, if this is another shitter...
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
If there's nothing there, you'll have me to answer to.
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get my weapon ready if I were you.
Third time's the charm.
I find this kind of amusing.
What did I expect? Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't find any demons?
I'm done looking for them.
There's no need to anyway. You made so much noise the demons all crawled back underground. Christ! To think, I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a row. 3 times!
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts rumbling, you'll know exactly where to go.
A great life lesson, really. I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those screams.
Hopefully things will quieten down again for a while. Most importantly...
I decided to help Ossiner as well. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
He got you too, did he? He tries that prank on all the newcomers to the castle.
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, the job is done.
Trotsky Castle, held by Sir Otto von Berghoff, Lord of Billin, Royal Chamberlain of the Kingdom of Bohemia, Chairman of the Provincial Court, Member of the Crown Council, Magistrate of the Peace, Burgrave of Prague, thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto, but even so, the demons should leave you alone. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is fixing the stairs, the sedilia, and checking all the chimneys.
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby stripped of that privilege. Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did they cut into our profits, you deserve a reward. God be with you.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief?
Good day to you.
I'm here for some horse tack. I hear you have something for me.
Well, fuck me blind. You got out of jail yesterday and today you've got a horse. Fuck, I wouldn't mind having your kind of luck. But you're fucking things up for me and making a mess. And I don't want to get a whipping on your account. I've got the tack ready, but I've been ordered to show you our herring first. You can take him, they said. So kindly take a look at him in the stable here and tell me if you want him or not. It was good to see you, my friend.
No. Absolutely not.
I took a look at Herring.
And?
A nice animal, but I'll keep my own.
Never mind looking a gift horse in the mouth, you flat out refuse to accept one. You're lost though, pal. Actually, now we've got to know each other, I want to let you in on this little scheme. We could both get something out of it. But you'd have to keep it to yourself. What do you say? Can you keep your mouth shut when coin's at stake?
I can keep my mouth shut. You can count on it. What's this about coin then?
Look, it's easy as pie. You keep your horse, which you wanted to do anyway, but I'll say you took Herring, and then I'll sell him to someone. You'll do all right out of it. I'll pay you up front.
Well, I might be interested, but I deserve a bigger cut. I'm not new to all this, so I'm well aware that the first offer to an accomplice is deliberately low, just in case he accepts. So forget about that and make it worth my while, because you'll get a tidy sum for a horse like that.
I didn't expect you to be so savvy. But you're not wrong. I'll give you double my first offer. I reckon that's fair.
Me too.
Right, now we can get back to the reason you're here. You know how to ride and control a horse?
Ah, don't worry. I'm right at home with horses. I learned to ride with cumans on my tail, and arrows whistling past my head. A tough school it was.
Well, I'll be damned. I never heard such a thing before. But even an experienced horseman like you needs equipment, as you well know. You can tack him up yourself, right?
Sure. Thanks.
See you later, my friend. How can I help you, sir?
I'll have a look at the wear.
Hunter's pouch, knight's belt. What am I buying? Oh.
Word about the price.
Very well, then. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Bro, where is Regina? I don't like quests that don't give me waypoints. It's just annoying to do.
May God give you health, sir. You silly. Doggy. Good day.
Ah, good day. I went back to your garden the other day, and that's my respect. Such a sweet dog.
I'll give him a bit longer before I take him to the knackers.
I'm looking for Nick Vard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Libak. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing. Hmm?
What task?
Nick Libak, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nick Vard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
I understand, sure. Just tell me what you want, and let's not delay.
A sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nick Vard's task.
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me. Persuasion, threats, I know about them spy tricks. Deeds talk louder than words. For example, like bringing me a sword.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nick Vard, then?
Nick Vard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Berghoff. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all.
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
My sword. Bitch. How dare you try to take my sword? Hmm.
A blessed evening to you.
What do you have for sale?
Oh dear.
I'd like to do something.
Well,
Is this enough?
you really won't convince... Very well, then. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Yep. Terrible horse. Terrible horse. The only good one is the Lord's horse. Like, that one is just better than mine in literally every single aspect. And yet, I can't take it. I mean, it makes sense, I suppose.
I should get going. You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Who's there?
Who goes there? You shouldn't be bothering us here.
Honestly, remarkably clean for a medieval shitter.
Are those dice set?
Greetings to you, friend.
What would you like?
My respects.
About that lost alchemy book.
Please tell me you...
First, I need to find the people who might have...
Who exactly?
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live?
Nickvard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden. Or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkhoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace. Perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most... If you can't find her there, try...
Where is Hirsch?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the... He sleeps in the house to...
That's everything I need.
I should have asked that way earlier.
Good evening to you.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickvard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. He thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's potion book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
Right.
Good evening, Henry.
Good evening, Catherine.
Have fun, whatever you're planning.
About Nick Vard and the book.
How many times do I have to tell you? When you run into Lord...
Medicine for what?
That's none of your...
I don't know how else to convince... About Nick...
How many...
Medicine...
That's...
Well, if a nobleman's secret is worth so much, how about this? That'll buy you more than one book.
I suppose Lord Libac wouldn't mind. And do you have the exact amount?
Of course.
So many groschen. I promise I'll split it with Lord Libac when I see him, and I'll explain everything.
But now tell me, what's the medicine for?
Well, it's a common potion in that everything.
Nick Vard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the Lord. That's why. But this...
Is that all?
What else is there to say? I must...
I don't know if this is going to do me.
Well...
Thanks anyway.
This is annoying.
To the first person I meet.
You're always welcome. I just want to be sure nobody finds out. You never know.
About Nick...
Got that sword yet?
You wanted us...
That's perfect. I don't think...
What about Nick?
Nick Vard asked me to do something for him. Either way, and I told him, but then Nick Vard clutched his belly and ran off.
That's all?
Aye, I'll be going...
I'll tell him.
Okay.
Oh, you pooch.
This horse as well. Well, actually, it's not as fast as mine. It's pretty good.
You're always welcome here, nobles. Till we meet again.
Oh, God.
No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway.
I'm sorry.
Money, money, money.
I hate quests that are like this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh my god. What? Fuck this. We're just gonna look it up. That's what I thought it was. Like, he can't be in the castle, so he has to be out here.
Were you at the last mass? I didn't see you there. Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon. I'm not surprised. The sermons have been awful lately. But... Hear about the woman with 10 silver coins one more time.
Good doggy, good boy.
I should probably look up where I can get all the best horses like, as well. Like, I didn't think it was possible, but he fell through the toilet or something. Died.
Another senseless death.
You must be Nick Vard, eh?
You're always welcome here, noble sir. Has to be me standing over the body. What a fucking day. Where's that damned gravedigger? Another senseless death.
Sand-coloured cover, embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants, but it's quite ordinary.
What a fucking day.
Apart from being covered in shit.
Where's that damned gravedigger?
You silly
Are you going far, Goodman?
Well, define far. Enough to be apprehensive, huh? You know how it is. If you as much as stick your nose out the door these days, someone will punch it.
I see you're in no danger, though. Fully armed with bonhomie.
Yes, well, mercifully, we apothecaries haven't any enemies. Who would bite the hand that's relieving their pain, eh?
You say you're skilled in the art of healing?
Well, I'm no physician, but I do know my ointments for whatever ails you. For ulcers, salvation, beauty. Wenzel Torwart, Master Apothecary, at your service. Of the famed establishment in Turnau. Hey, hey!
Where are you coming from?
I was paying my respects to my brother Oswald in Kuttenberg when I was called away on a case.
What case would that be?
Ah, well, by all accounts, it was an unsavory affair. A young girl murdered, only for her to up and bolt from the mortuary.
What? Are you serious?
Primo, she was never actually dead. Secundo, it was poison that placed her in that death-like state. Et tandem tertiam et finale. She brought it upon herself. So, as I say, it's an unsavory business when a young girl is driven out of her senses by a philandering nobleman.
Do you have anything interesting to sell?
If it's herbs you're after, or alchemy you're interested in, then you're welcome to take a look.
Ubertonicum?
Word about the price.
Sehr gut. I can... Danke, das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Greetings to you two. Good morning to you.
I wanted to apologize for ruining your wedding.
You mean that fight? That's not worth mentioning. It wasn't your fault, anyway.
Is everything all right, Agnes? You seem a little sad.
Don't worry. I'm just tired after the wedding. Take care, then.
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
Good day.
What are you doing here? Good. And don't come back till you've learned your manners.
What brings you here? And what do you want? I hope your blood has cooled a little since that brawl.
Lord Samin, I'd like to apologize for ruining the wedding. I'm really sorry.
You showed your true colors, Henry. You really let me down. At least you're man enough to come and apologize. Don't apologize just to me, though. Never mind that the wedding cost me a fortune, to hell with that. But you should apologize to my son and his bride. Till we meet again.
God bless, good sir.
Greetings to you.
May God give you health. What would you like?
I found a dead horse not far from the keep. Are you missing any?
Aye, I sure am. Damn it! Such a fine dun he was.
Aye, that sounds like the one I found.
The groom said he bolted a few days ago.
Is that what he told you? Because someone tormented that horse to death.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
The bastard! I'll have him whipped like a cur, and he'll never set foot here again. And thank you. Here's something for your trouble, and I'll also teach you something about horses, because you clearly care about the noble animals.
Thank you.
Soulless creatures.
How do things work here at the stables?
Samines is an upstanding village. The horses we sell here, each in any case, some of them are, some can, and if you get a lot.
I'll have a look. I'd like to discuss the price.
Well,
what would you say?
That's not what. Very well then. I'm glad you found what you were looking for, sir.
Hookah? Acorn. Awes pebbles.
At your service, sir.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested?
I'm interested in...
All right, I'll show.
I'd like to learn...
What is this about?
Blunt weapon.
Great.
I'd like to...
What is this about?
I'd like to know... I'd like to learn an...
Fighting with a longsword is all the rage, but it's not for me. You know what they say about old dogs learning new tricks and all that? But there is one thing I've learned, so I'd be glad to show it to you if you're interested.
That sounds good. Teach me that.
So this technique is when, during a deep thrust, you unexpectedly drop your right hand from the sword, and then you can get much farther with your left hand. It's just like a sting, right between the opponent's eyes. Now come and try it a few times, lad. You'll never learn it just by wagging your tongue. Good?
I'd like to learn...
As long in the tooth as I am, I can tell you most men who pick up a sword know little or nothing of it. So it's best to just forget about any tricks and simply send them to the ground with one quick slash. Would you like me to show you?
That sounds good. Teach me that.
All right. Now, where was I? Oh, right. How to bring a bloke down before he finds the hole you made in him. Well, first you hit him a few times from the right, and then at the same time, you slash him in the throat with a step to the right. Aye, a seriously fast and deadly hit, especially when your opponent is a dumb bumpkin. Now come and try it a few times, lad. Enough. Well, my... See you later.
Who just came barging in here?
Huh?
Clear off!
I need a bandage.
You silly dog. Good day to you.
What's it like serving Lord Semin?
I can't complain. The old lord's such a good sort. I hardly ever get the chance to hand out a thrashing. And his son, older, well, he's just your typical young lord. He enjoys life, rides through the forests and hunts.
Does Older go to the tournaments? Does he know how to fight?
He's really good with weapons. Captain Gnarly trained him well, but he's never been to a tournament, as far as I know. His father kept him on a short leash, so he could take care of the estate and not go gallivanting all over the place.
We were attacked by bandits recently by the pond. Do you know anything about them?
I heard about that. And if you were there, you were lucky to make it out with your life. It never used to be like this. It was sleepy as fuck. But the woods have become a dangerous place in the last few months. And there's more than poachers depriving the wolves of prey, and nomads thieving like magpies.
I'd like to find those bandits and get revenge for my dead friends.
I'm not surprised, but be careful. We can't be everywhere, and even my lads aren't keen on going in the woods. What's worse, those rocks of ours here make it a bloody maze. We could be searching for cutthroats in there till Judgment Day.
Why didn't you drive out those nomads ages ago?
Like I said, our old lord is a good man and has a soft heart.
So he won't do it?
He won't. In fact, he recently got into an argument with the Troskovitz bailiff, Thrush. I reckon Thrush would string them all up outright if he had the chance. Fortunately, the only gallows are at Trotsky, and only Burgrave Harshek decides who to hang.
What's the Trotsky Burgrave Hashek like?
Quite stern and tough. He hasn't been taking any shit as of late, all because of those attacks and the bandits in the woods.
So he's in charge of taking care of those cutthroats?
Of course. As the Castle Burgrave, he's in charge of the safety in the region.
God bless. Yeah.
Farewell.
Who's there? Do you want me to call the guards? I see you here one more time.
What's that?
Good thing you're here, Henry. I've got something for you.
From Semin?
Not this time. It's from the charcoal burners. They said you spared them, and they wanted to pay you back. It's not much, but it's all they could scrounge up.
I didn't expect that at all. I thought I'd never see them again.
See? Folk can surprise you.
Do you know who's next?
Well, if you've got the time, I know where you can find Johnny the Gob.
I've got time to go after him.
I see.
Look, it seems you're not too keen on getting him. You knew him better than the others, didn't you?
Knew him. Johnny was my right-hand man. Can't even count how many times we saved each other's asses. And now his is in a sling.
What should I bring back this time?
His shield, I reckon. There's no other like it.
Where can I find the gob?
You know what's funny? If I hadn't sent him out on an errand just before you got to Apollonia, you'd have got us both.
Where did you send him?
Just a little ways off, to the bank of Rock Tower Pond. There's an abandoned hut there, from what I've heard. He and his people are still there.
Why did you send him to a hut by the pond?
Another band ambushed a noble's retinue there. We wanted to see if anything got left behind.
I know exactly where it is. I was in that group they attacked.
You were, eh? Then you were bloody lucky to come out of it alive. The ones that attacked you ain't any ordinary footpads. They weren't there for the silver.
What did they want then?
Lord knows, lad. Some higher goal, I reckon. Those types are the worst.
I've heard enough.
Henry, wait. I have a favor to ask of you. You know, Johnny was a stand-up bloke. and it would be a shame to kill him. What's more, he's a fair bit older than me, and he has a bum leg. It would be dishonorable to kill someone like that, you know.
Wait. So you want me to let him go?
Not so loud. I know Samin wants them all dead, but I beg you, don't kill him.
But if I let him live, I risk not only my arse, but yours and his as well.
Aye. But he doesn't deserve the same death as those whoresons Charlie and Kanker. Unlike those other bastards, Johnny never betrayed me. Surely I don't have to explain to you how rare that is among bandits.
Well, I'm still not too sure about it, but I'll try. Though I'll save my skin before I save his. So if he doesn't surrender, I won't have a choice.
Of course. But I'm glad you'll consider it.
What's that sound?
God bless you, sir.
What do you have for sale? I'd like to discuss the price.
Finally.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Kraser, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead.
Nothing but the truth.
I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time. The thing with the girl for the Chamberlain didn't work out. I reckon you knew that already.
I had no idea it'd be so much of a problem. In that case, it's up to you once again.
Thankfully, I have access to Trotsky now.
I heard things got heated with your imprisonment there.
That's putting it lightly.
Tell me about it later. What about the book? Got any leads yet?
I talked to Erezin, the scribe. and I'm working on it.
Good to hear, but get to it.
Oh, thank God I didn't break the quest. I was so worried that I would reset the quest without me having the book. Oh my God, thank you. The quest is kind of still borked because still telling me to go find girls.
Oh, you mutt. Christ, pardon me.
Come here! Come here, boy.
I'm sad that we can't just train Pebbles up to a better horse. I get it. You have to breed it. You know, but still. It's a fictional game. Everything.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Crazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Like always. You'll send me off somewhere to look for something, and you'll have a fancy speech to go with it.
He knows you now as well as we do, Miller.
I do tend to do that, true enough. But no, today things will be different. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.